Guess what time it is?
It's time for small potatoes.
Where we give you a naughty tease of our latest Patreon episode.
Be sure to subscribe. Links are in the description.
It was just a jarring news serial to watch. I think you can still find it if anyone's interested. If you have a young girl, a teenage girl, a preteen girl, watch it. It's really informative. Maybe watch it with her. Because it really just breaks down the missing pieces. And then you know what your equipment does and what it's capable of, and therefore how to protect it, how to use it safely, how to have fun with it, how to enjoy it more by yourself or with a friend. Like there's so many. Tune in to us once you're old enough. We'll teach you. Like there's just so many things, right?
Allowing them the understanding of how their body works and not to feel that shame when they wonder why they want to hump a pillow every month. Like there is actual like cause and effect and reasons for things. And it is generationally. I understand that. I don't blame all the parents that don't educate because that's the way they were raised. But like you said, it's either going to be in the school, at home, or on the playground. So make your choice. And I think arming them with the information about their own body, that we are all literally male or female, one or the other. We all have the same, like one or the other parts.
Yeah.
Why are we carrying the shame and stigma of being able to understand why it does the things it does and the pleasure aspect? That's the piece that even if it's being technical, I think they leave out the pleasure points of what do you feel like during ovulation? This is normal. This is what you're going to experience. That's when you're everything's heightened. You're ready to have babies and your body's telling you to mate, right? Like it's such a big topic, but I think it's so important for people's safety that parents dive into this.
Well, and the worst part is if it's not the playground, then guess where? It's online. And that gets even dicier, right? And wouldn't it be nice to have like a National Geographic style with David Attenborough's calming voice, and the egg exits the fallopian tube and travels down, and just like explain it to me, get Neil deGrasse Tyson on there and tell it like it is. Bill Nye, the science guy, knows where the clit is. There's no reason. Think of the harms that you could actually prevent, because it's one thing to point on a teddy bear, tell us if a stranger touches you here, but it's a lot easier to protect yourself as a young person if you already know what all those things are. And so I know what you're doing, mister. This is blah, 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 and it's wrong. Like it would jar him because he's like, how do you know those things? And it would just arm you with so much extra protection. Think of the struggle of discovering if you're gay or you're trans or something. If you know of the sensations, if you know of the confusing emotions, if you're warned ahead of time about the weirdness of even puberty, let alone once you settle past that and decide what it is you even like, it's so much easier to say, yes, I like that. No, I don't like that. If you have names for the things, right? Like every piece of your own personal journey, who you want to mate with, which mating you enjoy. Like, do you even like big dick or eating pussy? Like there's so many things that you would be able to just navigate more safely, more confidently, more securely. All of the things. Think of the friendship conversations, young guys like that were having those conversations. It would all just be so, so different, even down to how people vote. It would change absolutely everything to so much more empathy and so much more inclusive. And I think that just lines up with everything that we're about in everything that our lives, you and I, have kind of built around. Is it's transparency, it's factual information, it's positive sex talk. Like it's all of those things.
Well, and I think my last thought on the topic that I want to mention is we're talking about sex education and that relates to children, but these children then grow to adults. And if a man was never given proper sex education, then how is he going to be a proper partner that let alone understands his own body, but his partner's? Like let's forget the kids aspect. We are raising uneducated adults, and that's terrifying.
It's terrifying, right? Because where are you getting, a tough pregnancy empathy from? Where are you getting postpartum empathy from? Where are you getting even luteal phase empathy from? Like there's so many pieces to it. and at so many phases in your life, and vice versa. It's important for women to know that prostates need some extra help, that men too have a cycle, that their DNA changes and is more harmful when it's older, when you're trying to deal with fertility issues. What is a fertility issue? If you've never even heard some of these words, like, it will make you such a better friend, partner, family member, an ear, anyone to talk to, an advice person who answers and comments on Reddit. Like, it'll just change the conversation altogether, whether it's in the community square or like privately in your bedroom, or even between you and your doctor. Like, the conversation everywhere matters. And this is why I always say I think it would solve so many isms and phobias, because so much of everything we do comes down to sex. It's how we advertise. It's how we migrate. It's how we cohabitate. It's all the things, right? It's what we deem as appropriate, what we teach in school, and what's available in media. It's censorship left and right. And imagine how much less sexism there would be and racism there would be if body parts were just body parts, despite skin color or origin or and all these other twists and turns that people fuck it all up with. It would just be human. And isn't that just the greatest? Because at the end of the day, we are no different than any other beast in nature. That, you know, most species, the men have to peacock to attract a mate. It's just a thing.
You know what?
It's real.
You know what got me thinking right now? You're talking about other species, because I think we're the only prudes, okay? Because,
yes.
And not that I want to watch my parents have sex. Do not get me wrong. I would be traumatized. But I think if you're talking about like the animal kingdom, not only do they not have shame that they pass down to their children, they just do it. It is just animal instinct, and their little cubs or pups, whatever they are sitting there just eating their dinner because it's normal. We are the ones that hide. And I mean, again, no one needs to see their parents having sex, but I'm saying as a thought, we hide and shame things more than anyone else.